Thank you for tuning in. So I get a lot of questions. Probably the biggest question that I get on my website is people that are calling in asking about the FHA and the VA one-time close construction loan. And a lot of the times the question is, hey, is this real? Can I actually buy a piece of land, construct a home, and it convert to a permanent loan at the end of construction, all with one closing? And all with a minimum down payment? And the answer is yes, you can. It's a good loan, good deal for most people. So really what I'm going to talk about here is just to give you the brief, broad overview of the program and some of the things that you want to be aware of. So I think probably the biggest one is that I get people that call that are owner builders. So someone who wants to, do a part of the build themselves, or maybe all of the build themselves. So these programs, whether it be the FHA, the USDA, the VA, or even a conventional construction loan that's a Freddie Mac product, none of those programs allow you to do what's called self-help. And so you can't be a contractor, you can't be a subcontractor. If your relative is the contractor, they don't want that either. So they want it to be an unrelated party to yourself. And so that's the biggest thing that I get with it. So if you can jump over that hurdle, then it's really pretty straightforward. There are no kind of extraordinary underwriting guidelines. I mean, it's straightforward stuff. So if it's an FHA loan, it underwrites to FHA guidelines. If it's a VA loan, it underwrites to VA guidelines. You can do VA jumbo construction loans, and I'll talk about that in another post. But yeah, pretty straightforward. So really, something that you don't see is that we're doing two loans in one. And so we do a standard credit underwrite. So just let's say it's a regular home that you would want to purchase with FHA or VA. They look at your credit, your income, your assets. They want to make sure that you qualify for the loan amount. Same thing with this loan. So we have a credit package that's an underwrite, and then we also have a construction package that underwritten. And most of the construction stuff, we work with your builder. We go hand in hand with your builder, and they'll understand a lot of the things that we're looking for in that. One of the items, obviously, they want to see your plans. They want to see elevation drawings. They want to see a line item cost breakdown or a budget for what it is that you're looking to do. And all of that your builder will be a part of. Another thing about the program that's unique and that I find very interesting, and I think it's a value, is that the builder, in some instances, depending on the loan type, the builder is required to pay the interest during construction. They can cover all of your closing costs. So, for instance, if it's an FHA loan that requires 3.5% down, they can cover all of your closing costs, including prepaids, which is property taxes, homeowners insurance. So what that means is that it's a true 3.5% down loan product. That benefits you in a number of ways, obviously, but most of the time people with an FHA loan, they have limited funds. So you can have the builder pay for your closing costs. That's acceptable. If you're purchasing a lot, the seller of the lot can pay for your closing costs as well. So it doesn't just have to be a refinance loan. You can purchase a lot, bare land, with an FHA construction loan and do the construction, and then it converts automatically to a permanent loan at the end. And I think probably what I'll do is I'll break this up into a few different programs just to talk about the different aspects. So maybe construction phase, underwriting phase for the credit package, etc. And then like what types of loans are allowed to have the builder pay for your interest. For instance, on a VA loan, the borrower is required to pay the interim interest as construction progresses. And there's a calculation that we use to determine what that interest is going to be. So with a VA construction loan, you cannot have the builder pay for your interest during construction. So it's something that's good to know. We'll get into that in some future posts. But hopefully that gives you just a very brief, broad overview of the program, and it gives you something to start from. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. We're happy to answer any questions that you have over the phone and talk to you about your situation individually. Number 707-583 3666. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.